This is Gold Leader, standing by. Hit that opening.
We see it, Gold Leader.
Ion torpedoes away.
Hello everyone, today I will be reviewing my Lego Y-Wing Moc. This version that I made is based on the original trilogy. Some of the references I used will be shown later in the video, but I was mainly looking at models. My inspiration for this was Boffman Bricks. He makes a lot of great Lego Mocs, specifically at the 1:45 scale and his own Playscale. I wanted to make a Y-Wing inspired by his work, so I used many techniques, but one of the most important things I learned was not to overthink it. The design is fairly simple, but it gets the idea across very well. One of the things that I took away from his models was that they don't use a lot of complicated angles and relied on Lego bricks facing up, meaning there were no overly complicated structures and everything looked more Lego than other Mocs. I also kept the greebling simple, but we will get to that in a moment. Here are some of the reference pictures I used. This is a top-down image of the Bondi Y-Wing that I used to get the greebling right. I was able to get a lot of the details done through the clip and bar pieces. I also used a lot of paint rollers and grills. I think that they look great. I even have an engine piece in there, some phone pieces in dark gray, and parts that are supposed to connect to wheels. The reference image also helped me get the perfect angles for this model. Usually I have a hard time covering the back of the fuselage, but here I think I got it just right, and there are a lot of other details too. Another angled picture helped me see how tall certain parts would need to be, especially with the greebling and the placement of the engines. Lastly, here's the front view. This is my favorite. It looks so cool and everything lines up almost perfectly. The only problem is that when you try to scale a Y-Wing to Lego, you either use 4 brick wide engines or 6 brick wide engines. Because this is a smaller scale, I decided to go with the playset scale of 4 bricks wide. The engines themselves are not that complicated, they're only connected with 2 pin pieces. There's also some detail with the phone piece on the end of it, and I took creative liberty to do that because that is pretty much how the Y-Wing from the Clone Wars angles. The back was also pretty easy. A lot of designers struggle when trying to find the piece for the back of the engines, but I thought that I should use this piece since I saw it in the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter, and it also rounds off the back nicely. Here's the bottom. Usually I try to keep as few anti-studs visible as possible, but for this one I decided that it would be okay because it's mostly a playset model, and there is still a lot of detail so it does not look bad. The front is one of my favorite parts. I think that I got the angle pretty much perfectly. And then I also use this unique cockpit piece. It is from the Dune Ornithopter set, and it should only be $2, maybe $3 on Bricklink, but I think that it is pretty much the perfect shape for it, and that's why I decided to use it. The minifigure is able to fit in there, but you have to have his arms under the plates, so it might not be super comfortable, but you're still able to get him in there. This is the final wide angle of the ship. There are a lot of details that I was able to get into it, and I'm very proud of the greebling, the front, and the unique canopy piece that I was able to use. If you guys enjoyed, then please like and subscribe so that you can see more by me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.